When the blitz is on, you need to protect your most valuable asset. That's why the NFL looks to Cisco Security, powered by AI, to protect their data from cyber attacks. When the game is on the line, the NFL relies on Cisco.
As an offense, and how do you prepare this week now with the uncertainty around Drake?
Yeah, I mean, we continue to try to build off of how we finished the game last week, and you know, and it's always, you know, prepare like you're the starter, next man up, and you know, that doesn't change this week.
Jacoby, how have you seen Kayshon Boutte grow and mature as a player, you know, and as a person since the beginning of the summer? I know teammates have noted how his work ethic has really improved.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously not been a part of the offense the first couple of weeks and still sticking to it, and you know, and putting the work in on the practice field, and a lot of that stuff starting to come to fruition for him. You know, as a teammate of his, you know, it's obviously, you know, really rewarding to see that when it finally starts to go your way, and you know, I mean, he's making the most of his opportunity.
The last couple days, how different were they? Just, I guess, not having mandatory meetings on Monday. Like, your routine probably doesn't change that much, but was it like a nice change up? And do you?
It was nice to be able to sleep in a little bit more, get a little bit more extra sleep. That's for sure. Other than that, like you said, the routine doesn't change.
Do you feel like the energy, like a different energy when?
Yeah, I feel like guys are a little bit more rested. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier to come in after a win rather than a loss. You know what I mean? I guess the energy and the vibe is obviously ramping up more and more. So, you know, it's something that we got to build on and try to earn the right to have this feeling again next week.
Jacoby, you talked about self-belief after the win on Sunday. I'm curious in your career what you've learned about yourself, how to deal with the ebbs and the flows of an NFL career, whether it's noise in the media, whether it's what happens on the field. How do you keep yourself at that happy medium?
You know, having the right people around me. Obviously, that's one. And then, you know, and trusting and believing the things that got me to the point that I am in my career. You know, you don't just luck up and be in the league for 9 years. You know, I just stick to what I've known that has got me this far, and what I believe that'll help prepare my career even longer. You know, and just believe in myself.
A lot of times you'll hear like a veteran player in any sport maybe sit for a couple of games for whatever reasons, injuries and things like that, and they tend to be able to learn some stuff that maybe that they weren't looking at when they were in that situation. Anything come to you from that, seeing from afar as opposed to being in the thick of the battle for a couple of games?
No, nothing that strikes me. I would say.
Jacoby, there's quite a few young guys who are stepping into prominent roles on this team. With your experience in the league, what perspective do you try to lend to them during this time of the season?
Keep growing, you know, and keep trying to get better. You know, with the old saying of like stay green, and you know, and stay with the ability that you're still learning out there. You know, obviously, you know, when you learn from the good plays, obviously, but also the bad plays, and being able to, you know, shake off the bad plays and move on to a good play, and also learning why those bad plays happen, and make the most of the next opportunity that you get.
What are some of your takeaways when you look at that Tennessee defense?
Really good defense. You know, we were talking about it. I think they're up there and starting fast on as a team, obviously, but definitely as a defense. A lot of good talent. You know, I mean, I think they have one of top 15 defensive players in the league, in Jeffrey, and you know, he pops up off the film. I remember playing him back in my Colts days, and you know, he always gave us a lot of fits. And you know, it's no surprise that he's still playing at this level. This part of his career, but you know, a lot of other good guys that are playing really good football.
What did it mean to get the game ball? What did it mean to get the game ball on Sunday?
It was cool. You know, obviously, not expecting. I won't say not expecting to play, but obviously, it wasn't in my bingo card before the game. But you know, just to go out there and make the most of the opportunity.
Jacoby, you mentioned being in the league for 9 years. There are a lot of guys who are talented that don't enjoy staying power in the league. What's been the key for you to be in season 9 and counting to have that staying power?
Keep learning. Enjoy learning. You know, I love learning about the game of football. I love learning how to be a better man, better teammate, better player. And I think that is you know, helped me so far. You know, when I think like I said, I think those things have just. I think it's just that. I think it's just continuing to learn. I think that's kept me in the league.
Jacoby.
Gerard told us that Drake will be limited in practice today and won't practice for longer than 30 minutes. How does that change your practice approach or regimen or anything today?
I mean, I guess I got to wait 30 minutes to start practicing. That's about it. Other than that, nothing.
Jacoby, is it tough for players to kind of roll with the trade deadline? I mean, understanding what it is, what it means, but is it tough for guys to lose players and then kind of come back the next week and, you know, like all's good?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when, you know, you're around a guy and then they get traded. But you obviously understand that's just part of the league. I mean, I got traded the first game of the season, so I didn't even get a chance to go through the season. But, you know, it definitely takes a toll. But as being a professional, you know, you got to kind of roll with the punches and in certain aspects pick up the slack, and then in other aspects, you know, you just got to, you know, turn the page and just get going.
What do you see from Joe Milton, and what's it like to come in as a third quarterback into a season? I mean, first year you were kind of in that same situation. What were you trying to do and learn quickly?
Learn, literally, that's it. You know, that's all I tried to do was learn and never know how it turns out.
What have you seen from him?
As far as what?
Just his development and ways approaching the game.
I think he's learning, getting better. You know, taking advantage of his reps on the practice field, and you know, and I think that's probably about it, right?
Jacoby, do you use the virtual reality headsets in your game prep, or is that
No.
more for the young guy?
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't even play video games, so I'm not gonna put a headset on.
Or like a big picture question, but throwing just 1,759 pass attempts in your career. Do you ever think about like the best throw that you've
The best throw? Oh, no, that's 9 years. It's a long time, man. I don't know how many. I think all of them were good throws, right? None of them were bad.
Because we were talking just a general discussion, like the play to Booty, just given the situation, the 34 yarder.
Yeah. Oh, that definitely was not one of my best throws. I think it was like I said after the game. I think Booty did the hard part on that play and making that catch. So I mean, the ball died, and you know, he had to go to the ground. Obviously, my legs, I couldn't put my legs into the ball, but bless you. Yeah, I think he made the hard part in making the catch.
Final question. It's kind of stood out that in some of the end-of-game situations, Kayshon Bouttie's made sure that he's looking for the official to give him the ball. Is that something you guys work on in practice, or is that just kind of something he knows to do?
Yeah, no, I think that's what we do in practice. Yeah.
What was it like to have the receivers and just the whole team kind of rally behind you in this last game? I mean, they all spoke so highly about you after as well. Just what was that like to have their support?
Oh, it was good. I mean, it's good at any time to have their support. Yeah, I mean, it was trying to go win the game, so that's all that really mattered. I think they wanted to win too, so it was a good day.